всем праздник устрою. Снова вернемся. Попытка номер 2. Уже без черного экрана. Да, конечно, красиво. Алло. Короче, если плохо слышно, это все вопросы к микрофону. Сука, звук скажет. Что здесь? О, повелитель, о, создатель, я слышу вас зов. Да не буду я это читать. В общем, смотрим. Что? Хорошо. И если кому-то нравится, пожалуйста, пишите. Будем это вместо Обливина в 10 вечера проходить. Хотя Обливин...
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you coming. Where are we? We're at home, silly. Where else would we be? Just mommy, sister, you and me.
Скажи, как все прошло. Поиски увенчались успехом.
Did you find? No?
Нет, у меня не получилось.
Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places. Did you ever think of that? Oh well, who knows? Say, why don't you go inside and see if you can help Mom with the cooking? The creator was kind to us today and sent a big fat elk right in front of my boat. All right?
Дикий трэш. Ну и картинки.
My, I totally... What? Now would you look... But hey, no use crying. You still remember... I'll look for a nice... We both know... First... Oh, you killed them, period. Now please, let's start cooking. Oh, by the creator's name, why are you telling these lies? Isn't it enough that you murdered us? Do you really have to bother me over and over with your stupid, pathetic, and pointless whining? You know, sometimes I wish the creator would have made me just a little less merciful,
шаг.
just a little less pious. Because then I would have realized that you were tainted by sin long before any of this had ever happened. And instead of raising you, feeding you, and loving you like a father does, I would have put you in the horse trough right after you were born. Yes, I should have killed you. I should have just killed you. Just like you killed us. And now, you think you're safe because... We're all under the earth.
Во.
You. Well, listen up, my child. You are wrong. And do you know why? Because the dead don't forget.
Yep.
Do you hear me? The dead don't forget. Now enough of this useless chatter. I'm bloody starving. Bring
Вот
me
я
the
уже
meat, you
принесли
spoiled бrat.
сюда мясо.
Bring it to me.
Мерзкое отродье.
Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat. 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 Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
Итак,
Let's begin with a question. It might sound simple to you at first, but I pray you to think about it. What distinguishes a free man from a slave? For now, however, let us start this story where another one ended 3 years ago, with the death of the Lightborn. For 4,000 years they had reigned over this world, 7 arcanists who, through their magic, had acquired eternal life. In a time of chaos, they gave mankind what they thought it needed most. They ruled over with an ironclad, fair hand. Within just 1 century, they united the shattered lands, and a single century later, their human origin was forgotten. They became gods, or Lightborn, as they let themselves be worshipped as. Yet the longer they reigned, the louder the voices grew that accused them of tyranny, the loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthi. And he succeeded in achieving what was once thought impossible. He gathered an army, overturned the Lightborn, and gave back freedom to mankind. However, the price for this was high, because where there are gaps of power, fights erupt. As such, this world grew into what it is today, shattered, riven, and broken into pieces.
еще быстрее. Ну, ускорься. Пропустить нет кнопки.
But all of this was merely a diversion, so that no one would notice something else. The death of the Lightborn had set something into motion, clockwork, having long stood still. Its gears now once again slowly began to turn.
Такой же открытый мир.
This is the story of
Или
someone
нет?
who wanted to be free.
Hey, quiet, damn it. You want to wake up the entire ship or what? Well, it was that dream again, wasn't it? Uh-huh. Some things never... Do you ever ask yourself if maybe you blame yourself for all of this?
For what happened to your family? Well, there must be a reason that you dream the same thing over and over, mustn't there? I'm no scholar, but maybe these dreams are trying... But it's strange. But if the stories are true, only this whole blind passenger thing is making my head ache. Not our fault. But anyway, your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just keep on forgetting it.
Да давай вот эту тело оставим так. Skyrim. Запущено.
Anyway.
Давай.
An Eterna, right?
Women nowadays just don't want a man to guard them anymore. That's the problem. I tell you, sometimes I long for the good old days, back when I could lift a skirt and nobody would bat.
Ну вот это вот. Рваная одежда. Бросить.
Anyway, enough of the chit-chat. Now, where did I put that key?
Oh, blazes, what do they want down here? The lamp! Quickly! Put out the lamp! Good. Now, quiet.
Ah, here we go. Ah, it smells like Vaughtier's balls down here. Say now, what's that chest supposed to look like?
Small, with the crest of the Blue Island coalition on it, I think.
Ah, yeah, right. Black Guardian knows what the captain wants it for this shortly before arriving. You go look upstairs. I'll see if I can find it down here.
Okay.
Oh, shit. They don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick. You take on the old guy, I'll take the young one. Go!
Пусти, ёпты.
What?
Блять.
Someone's there.
Throw him to the face! Come on, dodge! You can do it!
Блин, нафиг.
No!
Ух ты.
Oh man. That wasn't part of the plan. Not at all. What in blazes are we... After we've beat... No. With a little luck, come on. Help me search, there must be a rope or something. And I thought we were over the hump when we made it on board. It just can't ever be easy, can it?
Poor lost souls. The probabilities have turned against you.
What the... Who are you?
You are confused by my sudden appearance, but my identity is irrelevant. As are you, dear Sirius, unfortunately.
What? Oh shit, please don't tell anyone we're down here, please! We didn't mean any harm, these guys were just...
You ask that I not reveal you, for your intentions were not evil, and I believe you. But sadly, it's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be, the way it has been for eons. I am sorry.
What the? Oh no! No! What are you doing? Please! Just don't leave! We just wanted to...
The two of you hid in the cargo and lived on our stocks. Then when Rick and Sebald found you, you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic. Is that about it?
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Please, my dame, we didn't have a choice. You've got to believe us. The war, we just wanted a second chance, that's all.
A second chance. Yes, I think I understand you. You wanted to start a new life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing the route since the wars, you were simply forced to board without paying.
Yes, we could work for you, you know? We could scrub the deck, build potatoes, anything to pay off our debt. And as soon as we've arrived...
Heartbreaking. How truly, truly heartbreaking. But let's be honest. You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am? I know your kind. You are cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain. I
don't give a shit for your explanations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum. And there's only one kind of punishment for scum on my ship. Pull him up, Ruger.
Captain, they...
Do it.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in there.
But... You can't do this.
Oh, believe me, I can.
No,
Oops.
Oh, well, look at that. Someone's woken up. Rise and shine. Tie him and his friend together and feed them to the fish. Good luck in your new life, friend.
Мощный выстрел. Из чего? Арбалеты есть? А если найду?
Tell me, what is time to the dead? Dreaming anyway.
So many people just talk, and
How
never...
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn right, Tina.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition.
I know damn well I'm Tina.
It's just...
There was nothing I could do.
This isn't happening. But then again,
this just isn't happening.
What is reality anyway?
Selfish fool!
одно очко воспоминаний. Медитация. Вот, мы прибыли. Ну, ладно, хоть пока не глючит. Что делать? Так. Одежда. Ну-ка. Ничего. Хуйня какая. Привыкай теперь. Ответвление. Грипман. Вещь. Здоровье не восполняется. Клеточка. себе. Где я вообще нахожусь? Иди отсюда. Что еще за родниковый крыс? Понятно. Экран вырубится. Стрелять пусто. Сундук пусто. Угу. Больше идти некуда. Только сюда. Почему-то. Да. Красота. Что мы имеем? Не, книгу я успею, возьму. Ровный ключ возьмем. Где фильмы запустили? Как нигде? Вот. Так. Книженцы. Что дальше? Оставил я ключи. Хотя вот, чё? Носить-то нечего. Пока что. Ищи. Голодранец. Ну, пошли. Факела у меня нет. О, блядь. Все такое сделал. Здесь он уже не нужен. И... Ага. Что дальше? Слепую лоси. Можно я захерачу? Это кто? Даже не подходи ко мне. Вроде. На диск можно? Так, если я что будет Скайримом. Или мне так кажется? Блять. Коль, ты вставай. Не хочешь? А, ничего, ломается, не ломается. Старый меч. Железный меч. Хер знает. Чего, блядь? Ну-ка. Чё ты там ловишься? Интереснее и красиво. Грибы, грибы. крылья, что дальше? Потом посмотримся. О, блять. У нас. Ну чё, Михайлович? Волчар и... Не хочу к ним. Я тут. Да пиздец вам. Иди сюда. Однако месиво. Монах Феофан. Похож. Здесь что? Лопата. Копай. Готика, что ли? И имя. Все берем. Все пойдет. Вот здесь красивая. Нет, ну интересно. За тебе. Муха. Ну что-то налёжка. Налёг, он что-то сложно играть. Что делать вообще? Вот это вот. Найдите выход из ущелья. Ключу. Что нам дает? Сок. Ух ты. Полная морковь. Запомнил. Голуби. Срань господня. Что-то еще скелеты. Бесплотно. Забыл. Хера он долго убивается. Родной. Тут мы возьмем. Ну что там по настройкам? Ну, все легко. Себе. Здесь, конечно, балансивый, веселый. Это что? Делаю когти. Пригодится. Дальше. Еще осталось назад идти. Господи. Иисусе. Ты кто? Собака с рогами и мычит? Ты издеваешься? Эй! Тут кто-то живой есть? Есть кто?
Now would you look at that? I knew I'd seen some. What brings you here, my sir? Who am I? Findelires, apothecarius by my path. Pleased to meet you. And you are at Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. Where are you?
There we go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should. Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on his way. No reason to worry.
No reason to worry? For heck's sake, Finn. How do you know that this guy isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're standing here, having a chat with him as if this were the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, is there anything else, Carbos?
I've got my eye on you. Touch any of our stuff, and you'll regret it. Unbelievable.
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes. Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is. In any case, if you don't need any more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville. Ah, here, take this. Truth be told, you don't look so healthy. You're... there's something peculiar about you. I don't know how else to say. Who knows? Maybe you caught something in that temple. Us? Oh, nothing spectacular, I'm afraid. We gather herbs. But tomorrow, you should stop by one day if you're in the area. Someone who scours Pyrian ruins and survives could surely be useful to the apothecary and help us find some things. Yeah, why not? Show me what you've got. Maybe I have some things you can use. Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed. Carbos, do we need the still tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
Blazes, Finn, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
I guess that means no. By the righteous path? What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself. Fever? Well, they could take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Oh, so now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath we swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
Whatever.
Thank... Druids, Grumtruids. Ah, here we go. So, let's see. Sheer cap, some water. Ha! Done. I can't make any promises, but...
Finn! The still!
Explore...
They've hit me.
Do something, damn it! Do something! Oh, no! Oh, sod it.
Do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, alright. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
Yeah, and you're paying for it. Here I thought this bloody day couldn't get any worse.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, drink. See, you already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look at that fever as soon as possible. The grunt root potion will wane in a few days. What? You mean the still? Bad quality, and too much heat, I'd wager. But, whatever will be, will be. Explosion? I'm not sure I follow.
Finn Dalaris died in 8234. Cause of death, exploding still.
Ha ha. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that? I could have sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh shit!
What the? Carbos!
They've hit me, Finn. Those bastards. They've hit me.
Carbos, do something, damn it! Do something! Oh.
Now would you look at that? Our mysterious survivor has awoken. Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are in my very own campsite. And before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into a thicket. Luckily enough, most of your injuries are only superficial, and I've already taken care of them. Your fever, though, is an entirely different story. Yep, quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from first degree, and you're feeling unusually strong and dizzy at the same time. Yep, This isn't much of a problem. You'll lose your mind, to speak plain and all. Yes, of course. Though someone who's magically gifted will always react differently to certain situations than someone who isn't. As I said, some herbs will always worsen your fever, as will visions. Are you sure? The Enderalian spider plague's known to cause visions in the infected, because your body parts will start falling off in a few hours if you don't do something about it. Nowhere. Because that plague doesn't exist. I have no idea what kind of visions you're talking about, but your reaction? You know, but in return, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something. Then shoot. I'm eager to listen. I understand. So that means you somehow survived this execution. And before you got washed ashore, you had... I hope so. So you're magical. Interesting. I guess you know how... So, that means I'll... There is, however, one thing with which I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can start our journey to Ark. Splendid. There are some things that need some explanation before we can get started, however. Where should I start? I take it you've noticed that in the past 2.5 years, this world has fallen into political chaos, right? Civil wars, usurpers everywhere, which has never happened before. And the same goes for the lost ones, the living dead. Until 2 years ago, they were a rather rare magical phenomenon. But now every other corpse not properly cremated starts walking again as if it were the most natural thing to do. The strangest thing, however, is what they call the Red Madness. Yeah, the rumors. I've heard them too. And I could indeed imagine. As I said, maybe. If you ask me, the Lightborn were never more than false gods anyway. Please. And seriously, let's say the Lightborn... Wouldn't they have the power to magic? The Lightborn were just... But that's just how I see it. Splendid. You never know. But we're digressing. Yeah. It's some kind... He was drunk. Now. That and the fact... And just 3 days ago... Right, you're not from here. He killed 50... But instead, he gave a strange speech. You can imagine the kind of uproar that caused. Well, I'm not exactly one. I guess you could say my spec. They want to know how a highly intelligent man like you, and also if there's a discernible pattern to how this malady, or... True, but that's irrelevant. Yarrow grew up in a small village named... So it's quite possible we could find some clues around here. Well, for starters, I need you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred. He was a childhood friend of Yarrow's, and he might be able to tell us something worth... Secondly, a boy from the village told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the water near a cliff to the east. Go there and see if you can find whatever it was. I myself will have a look at the house. Here, this is a map of the region. The blue dot over here, and at the... If there's nothing else, I'd say off we go. Let's shed some light on this Yarrow and his motivations. Meet me at his old house when you're ready. I'll be waiting there.
Похер. Туда идти. Пошли. Посмотрим. Что здесь? Да, блять. Чё, блин? Мы поняли. палатку.